Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kawai and today we are back in small spaces decorating yet another small space. I am so excited for today's location because we're actually going off the grid. We're going to be decorating a container home and I adore container homes. I find them to be so cute. So I can't wait to see what the description is or who we're building it for so that we can play around with hopefully a little more color and some new furniture. Let's go. Okay, before we even get to the container home, which I'm so excited to build, I am going to shop a little bit and see if we can buy some new things. So let's see. I think I might want more material. I would definitely like some wood or should I go for stone? No. I'm going to get some wood because I would like to change some of the wood on the floors. And then I have cabinets, furniture, balcony and tiny house. I wonder if I wish I could like preview, some of what these are, but I wonder if I should do that because like blocks and stairs, I am really tempted to get some blocks and stairs, but I don't think that's as important as getting some smaller furniture for our very small spaces. So let's go with that and let's see if we can play around with some of the furniture. Okay, Portland Hideaway, 31 square meters, 333 square feet, and we're building for Maya. Maya left her corporate marketing job and put her savings into a converted shipping container just outside Portland. It was a big step for her, but she managed to build a freelance career working for several outdoor brands and has friends living not too far away. She starts every other day with a run in the forest before sitting on her cozy terrace with an iced latte to check her emails while the birds are chirping in the background. On weekends, she often has friends sleeping over to go on day hikes or spend long evenings telling stories alongside the regular D&D sessions. Maya still goes to visit her friends in the city, but her place has become a cozy haven for both her and her friend group. Cute! I am now honestly regretting that I didn't get the tiny blocks and stairs. Why didn't I do that? I could have saved so much space. I sacrificed that for wood, but you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna give her everything. Because we can do it. I know we can. Oh, and I have so much wood to play with. That's kind of a nice trade-off. I can't lie. Watch me not even use any of it. Let me see. So she comes in here. This is her terrace. Okay, so we're gonna start with the cozy terrace because she just wants some seating and we can play around with like sofas, stools, hammocks. I mean, the possibilities are endless. She said she likes to check her emails out here. So I feel like this might be really nice. Just so she can because she said she also has her friends over a lot. So I think I'm gonna do darker wood. I like the light wood on the floor. I'm probably gonna keep that. That's totally fine. Let's actually move this just a little bit flush, not too flush. Can she still open the door? Let me see. Let me test it out a little bit. Okay, yeah, so the door only opens that way, so we're not blocking anything, which is great. Even though that's center under the window, I think I'm just gonna move it a little bit over just because I don't want anything to get in the way. I'm tempted to put plants. Oh, I can put balcony supplies. What's this? What is this? I can put balcony supplies. Okay. Oh, a little outdoor fire pit. You guys. I have to put that. That's so cool. Let's play around with some color. I feel like, I plan to release this video for like around October, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. So what if I tried not to color drench all in orange, but to incorporate as much orange as possible? Even though that's quite an odd color, I feel like I think it might work. And if I am gonna do that, I'm actually gonna lighten that wood just a little bit and maybe actually make the wood on the floor darker. Like this, maybe? Or do I want something that's not as smooth looking? No, I actually like that so far. If I want to change it, I can, but that is cute. Is this a wind chime? Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna put this somewhere. The wind chime adds like a cute touch. I might want to add some lights out here as well. some wall lamps for sure. So maybe something like this. Oh, it's gonna bother me that I can't do it like exactly. Okay, maybe instead of that, we have candles. But do I want candles or do I want real lights? Because she is out here with her friends all the time, you know? This kind of light makes sense. I'll actually take this wind chime out if it means getting some light. But what kind of light do I want? This has that like metal feel, so I feel like too many natural materials might not look right necessarily. Like maybe that. I might size that down because that does not look right against this wall right here. And then I'll just duplicate this and add it over here. Okay, so I think that's okay for now. She really likes to check her emails, so I want to give her a table. I could give her this, but she's gonna have to move it. That's the only thing, is that if I put this here, I really like that. I really want to keep that because that is cool. I mean, honestly, I can play around with it a little bit. Like, let me see what else we've got. Okay, so I just swapped out the chairs and I got these little two teeny tiny chairs because, again, she's always saying that her friends are with her. So I feel like this is the area where they come and hang out, and I just want them to have a space together and they can just chat and like sit out here. I want a fireplace. I really, really do. And now because I have these chairs here, I feel like I can put a table here at least. This would be a great time for like a rattan table, but that would be like maybe a little too much rattan because she can check her emails over here instead, and they can all eat here and, you know, do the things. I don't like this square table though. I want the rounder table, but I don't like that shape. I don't know if I like that for out here. Do I have anything else that I could do? Oh, I could even do stools. So I am imagining that she has a lot of friends. So I'm gonna actually add a stool over there and I'm gonna put something on top, but my imagination is that they can just remove the stuff off the top when there's a lot of them and then they have extra seating. So I'm gonna keep that. I think I do want some kind of table. This isn't exactly the material that I'm thinking for out here. It feels a little too... I feel like wood is the best option for out here, but I don't like this. I don't think that goes with the design. I might just keep it like this. I could scale it down, but does that look right? Like that, is that a very small, is that not the tiniest coffee table you've ever seen in your entire life? Or not coffee table, is it a side table? I guess it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're gonna darken it again because I want it to make sense with this space. I might keep one of them light, so I'm gonna keep that light just to kind of make sense with some of... Actually, I might keep this light as well. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so now I'm gonna get some lighting. I could put a candle over there as well. I think I am gonna do that just for the ambiance, okay? I feel like it's gonna be so pretty, and I already really like this. And now I feel like I can put my outdoor fire pit. Oh, I can put my outdoor fire pit. I really like that. Okay, so some other stuff that they have is like stuff like this. I don't even know if this is supposed to go on the wall. Like, I don't know if that is the correct place to put that. But that's, I guess, like a place to hang her laundry. I do like that. I don't think it's supposed to be on the floor. We're just gonna pretend like she's got some really super strong command strips or something, you know, the 3M kinds, and she just stuck that up there, and it is weather durable. It is, you know, it's doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know if I want it that dark though, against the actual darker wood, or not darker wood, this darker metal. So I might do that. Because I do want to imagine again that she's got, like, you know, she's got a life. She's, you know, she's doing stuff every day, and that includes hanging her laundry out. So yes, I know the candles are you know, like, yeah, it was raining earlier, but it's fine. We're just gonna imagine. We're just gonna imagine. What I do want is maybe like a little, like a little one of these, just in case, because we've got a lot of fire happening, right? We always want some water around, some fire safety stuff. I'm just gonna pop that in the back. I actually think I'm quite happy with this. I'm actually very happy with this. I know I said I was gonna keep this orange, but for the sake of the palette, like, this is fine to me. So we're gonna head inside. I might change these lights out, but I just want them up for the time being for decorating. That way I can kind of just see my space. Okay, so I definitely think kitchen area can be here. A living area can be here. I am seriously regretting not having those higher things, those little things. Why did I do that? Ugh, the mistakes that you make. I wish we could have an undo button sometimes. I really do. But you know what? I'm gonna make it work. Let's try to like put some panels up. Maybe short panels because we are in a small space. I don't think we need the largest panels here. Oh, do we need like a bathroom? Oh, I guess we can't because this is like an outdoor situation. Is that correct? Because this is for her basic needs, right? She does need a home office. So I am going to need to build her that. Let me do that here. Let's change the time a little bit. Beautiful. I want to do something different that I didn't do last time in a way. But that is a little hard again with limited furniture, but I don't want... My goal is, more importantly, to give her the things that she's asking for. I think I can make trade-offs with doing or like repeating design elements that I've done in other videos or other builds, because it's more important that my client Maya has everything that she's asking for. It's about her happiness, it's not about mine. So let's see what we can do in terms of a workspace. She wants a dresser, so I might give her this one. I like this closet a lot. I don't know if I've used it yet. I cannot remember. I genuinely cannot remember. But I could put a little desk here. So she does have a table, so I feel like, oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, I like this. Is it supposed to be this way or the other way? Wait, hold on. Okay. I got a little table because I got one of those packs. You know what? I'm happy with that. Oh, and then she can work outside and look outside. Okay, that's it. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm gonna give her this. I might change the colors because they're depressing me a little bit. I am gonna change her wall colors, by the way. I don't want this neutral wood, or yeah, this neutral beige. It's beautiful, but I just think, you know, we can change it up. Change it up, why not? And here's her laptop, perfect. And then we can give her some decor. I'm gonna get some books. Books are always great. I want this. I like stacks of books. That's just how I like to, I don't know if you guys can see my bookshelf, if I'm even pointing to the right thing, but I like to stack my books on top of each other. I don't know why. I feel like it's a better way to put them than side by side or you know, upright. I've always liked stacking them because I feel like it encourages me to really look and read the title for whenever I'm in the mood to read something. So do I want this? No, I think maybe not this. Maybe just like a random book instead. A couple of random books. Now I'm thinking, do I want to give her a little light? I could give her a floor lamp. I think I'm going to sacrifice and get one of these. Yeah, I think that's better. Again, because she does not have a lot of space, so we're working with limited space, so everything should make sense. I'm trying to think of what else I might like to put here though, because I do want something right here. Maybe we can put some flowers. That might be nice, although that's huge. That's huge. These are beautiful. Can I scale this down? I just like fresh flowers. I think they're very beautiful. Mine are fake. Okay, those cherry blossoms up there, they're fake. But I also have like dried flowers around from like flowers that I've dried out from like my birthday and I can't even remember. Just anytime people send me or give me flowers, I usually like to dry them out because I think that it's just nice. I'm like, oh, you gave me flowers and that's very special to me. So I'm going to keep these forever. And I do. Okay, so that's her desk done. She's got a home office. And now the only thing I really need to give her is a kitchen. But I am going to try to give her something even bigger. Even bigger than a kitchen. Okay, not just a simple kitchen. I want like legit something. Okay, so all I did was I added some cabinets. I bought cabinets. I can't remember when I did it, but I haven't used them yet in any build, but I did want cabinets again because she has very limited space. So I feel like this is perfect for her for a lot of the things she's asking for. So she does want does she want an oven? She doesn't. Should I give her one? I'm going to. Listen, I go above and beyond for my clients. If they want something, they're going to get it. And then I'm going to over deliver because I want them to just have the best life. They deserve it. I don't even know if they would want like a stove out here, but or an oven out here, but you know what? She's gonna get it. Is that all right? I think that's fine. I'm gonna give her an electric stove top. That's big. Something tinier. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna decorate this a little bit, add some, basic stuff. I want to put these, I think these are lemons. They are not lemons. I think they're pears. I'm gonna put these here. I just like the idea of like, I don't know, making spaces this time around feel like they're used, okay? People are in these places. They're in these places. They are living their best life. She didn't ask for a fridge. Does she need one? Does she need a fridge? So all I did was I gave her a fridge and a trash can. I know she didn't ask for one, but I can't imagine not having a fridge or like how she would go about, cooking and stuff when she's got all her friends over. So she got a fridge. I'm also going to put these lights here and I'm going to size them down to the smallest that they can go. Just again, thinking that we need space, but we also need light. And this is a really cool way to give some light. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to give her somewhat of a dining space / living room. Not so much TV. I'm not so worried about that, but I just saw that she said she often has friends sleeping over to go on day hikes or spend long evenings telling stories. So it just sounds like this is a place where she and her friends gather and they relax and they have fun, and it's like their place away from home for all of them, even though this is her home. And I just really like that. So I want to give them like a dining table on the inside, not just on the outside. And then I also want to give them like a place to sleep if they decide to sleep over. So where are the dining tables? So I want to give her a dining table, and the dining tables in this game are so big. Like, look at that. If small space, why large table? That is the biggest table on earth. So I think because I got that little tiny space or tiny living thingy, tiny living. Can you tell where my mind is? I'm thinking of The Sims. Because I got that tiny set of furniture, I'm getting a lot of these where you can kind of stick them to the wall, but I don't think that's enough for the amount of people that she tends to have over. This may be better. This is actually fantastic. I hate the color though. We must change that immediately. It does bother me though that this is like, it's clearly plastic while this is wood. I could also do that because we have the space. I have the space for somewhat of an actual dining area. So let's do this. So now I just want to put something in the middle of that. I'm going to put some flowers. It's time. It's time to put something that feels cozy and homey. That's what I have on the other side. Okay, so that is that. We've got a little, what do you call it? A little dining space. And now I want to give her friends an area to sleep in, which is right over here. So let's see. I'm trying to think if I want to do a couch. Because she says sometimes they play D&D. So I'm thinking of like, they can do it outside, they can do it inside, right at this table. Trying to think if I want to give them a couch bed because sometimes they sleep here. Like, what would make sense for this space? Let's do a big couch. That way people can share it. So yeah, we're just gonna pretend that that is a pull-out couch. All right, that's between all of us that it is a pull-out couch. And this is very blank, so something needs to happen here in this middle section. I could put a coffee table here. I could also double the panels again and do even more. I don't know. I love the idea of even more. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so what I did was I just moved that little dining area over to here, and then I did the panels again. Once again, this is giving us a lot of reason to have separation for one, but then also I get to add more stuff, which is just awesome. So we are going to be doing that, and I'm going to add this couch. I don't like the color of it. I don't feel like it goes with the rest of the furniture. Everything is such natural wood. It's the couches again that really get to me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these chairs instead. These are the chairs for the balcony, but who said I have to put that outside? I'm going to take these and put them here again because I really want this to be a space for her and her friends. So I'm imagining that sometimes they play D&D outside, and then when it's raining, they are indoors, okay? And everybody is safe. And look how much space we get. Everybody can hang out. They can, sleep here. I'm so happy with this. Okay, this is great. Do I want to put a coffee table in the middle? I think so. I think a coffee table would be nice. Okay, so we've got some coffee tables. This is great. Okay, yes, this is a fantastic coffee table for them. They can play D&D here. I don't have the physical games, so what I'm gonna do instead is just put some books here. We've got some open books here. And then a lot of like cups and stuff, just thinking this is from the last time that they were here. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Okay, yay. I was really upset because I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to give them the space that they're asking for. And just from the prompt alone, it seems like this is the place where they all go to get away from everything. So I really wanted to give everybody, I don't know, I just wanted to give everybody a reason to be here. And I feel like so far we're doing that. That's cute. I'll keep that there. I want to see if there's other stuff, like maybe a bookshelf. That would be nice. Okay, so I just added some last finishing touches, and I'm going to give you a full tour because I'm so happy with the way this turned out, even though I didn't get the stairs and, stackable whatever so that I could give her a bed that's like up top. But I actually like the way this turned out very, very much. So let me give you a full tour and explain why I made some of the design decisions that I did. So starting outside, this is the cozy terrace that Maya really wanted. And I really like this because I just wanted her and her friends to have a place to hang out, like talk. They said that they like to tell long story, or they like to spend long evenings telling stories. So I imagine that they're out here telling stories, like surrounded by nature. There's a fire going, they're having s'mores. Like, this is the place, and I'm so happy with the way that this turned out. And then on the inside we have this, because Maya said that her friends often sleep over, and I wanted them to have as much of a space here as she does, because it seems like this is a space that they all sort of share together, even though they don't live together. It's very much obviously like a home away from home for them as well. So I put pillows here for all of them when they're getting comfy and cozy, a coffee table here so that they can play D&D together when it's raining outside, like right now. These are actually the chairs for outside, but I feel like they work really well in here as well. I put a mirror here so that they can all see how absolutely stunning and gorgeous they are when they walk in. And I put some little cups and stuff around because I'm just thinking it's from the last time that they visited. And then moving on to the kitchen. So moving on to the kitchen, and this time I did put a little dining table. I didn't do that in my last build when we were in Tokyo, and somebody mentioned that they did want to see that. So I challenged myself this time around to make an effort to make a space for them to sit and eat. even if the tables are big, we're gonna make it work. And by God, we did. So they have the little place for eating, and just, I imagine that they all cook together and have a lot of fun together here. The kitchen is very simple. I gave her an oven because I like to over deliver, but she really just asked for a sink and a stovetop, which she got. And then I also gave her a fridge because I couldn't imagine her not having one. So I had to give her one. So moving on to Maya's bedroom, and I'm really happy with the way her bedroom looks. So this is her little space to herself. And I put some flowers over here, a lamp. Of course, she has her bed. I also added more of those laundry drying racks because I think for this space in particular, because she's living off the grid, the most important thing is function over form. So she does not need, again, like I said, she doesn't need paintings. She has the most beautiful art outside her door, which is nature. So I just wanted to add something here just so that the walls didn't feel so blank. I did give her a dresser because she asked for it, and she also asked for a little home office, which I put right here so that she gets to see the outdoors. We're imagining that that is not always blue and it doesn't fall off into the abyss. That leads right out to nature. And I just wanted her to have that for when she's working. And that's the space. I am so happy with the way that this came out, even though I didn't get that little pack or, that little furniture thing that I really wanted. Even though I didn't get that pack that I think was meant for these off the grid container homes, I actually really liked the way that this turned out. I love this space. I would love to be in this space for like a getaway. And I'm just super happy. I imagine that her and her friends will have a blast in here. And that is the Portland Hideaway for Maya. All right, everyone. So that was another episode of Small Spaces. And I am super happy with the way that container home turned out. Even though I didn't get the pack that I wanted or the furniture pieces that I wanted initially, I feel like because of that, we ended up making a space that was just so cozy, so homey, and more importantly, a place for her and her friends, Maya and her friends, to really hang out in. I would hang out in that for a weekend, for a nice weekend getaway. Let me know if you would down in the comments below as well. And let me know what design decisions you would have made, if you would have changed anything, taken anything out. I love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're all doing so well. I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Take care.